Jersey. Hi, I'm Dylan O'Brien, and these are my film firsts with BAFTA.
Stunning, a professional. Cool. So first up, what is the first film you remember seeing ever?
My first film that I ever remember seeing has to be, there's like imagery from Sound of Music, which I do know from my mother was something that I really liked to put on when I was like maybe 3, 4. I also remember The Wizard of Oz like pretty early. Yeah, those were two of my film firsts. It's so interesting how I didn't become like a musical theater like to my bare DNA person. I quite like them for sure, but I wouldn't say I'm like a connoisseur, or like an enthusiast. The first film that I watched from a young age that I definitely should not have seen, there's a few. Bad News Bears, the original Bad News Bears, I think I watched from very young. And it never even struck me as being like maybe inappropriate, I guess. It was just, now it does. Yeah, I think I saw The Exorcist quite young too. That was pretty scarring. The opening scene is really eerie. Like, it's not one of the standout, like, her head turning around, like, things, but I just remember, yeah, the urinating on the carpet, like, was really, like, eerie and freaked me out, like, made my hair stand up. I was too young. Oh my God, The Omen, too. The Omen. That woman. The Shining. Sorry. Sorry, the twins in The Shining really freaked me out, too. I saw The Ring quite young, not as young, but like for whatever reason, The Ring really got me too. Oh, what's funny is I just thought of another one that I think I was 6 and my dad took me to see Mars Attacks and I had to leave the theater. Didn't totally get that it was a satire. Yeah, like just the aliens. I think forever those creatures will freak me out. First film or TV show that I was obsessed with. Yeah, I guess I can say Friends, but I know it's not the truth because that came later. Rugrats. I was obsessed with the Rugrats. Yeah, when I was like, very young, 6, 7. It's funny now. I'm older than those parents, than Stu and Dee Dee. A film that reduced me to tears. I think I was like 9 when I saw this movie, so it's definitely not the earliest one, but it's the only one that just now I remembered was My Dog Skip. Oh, wait. I just had another one. My Girl. Oh, my God. I remember that movie destroying me. Sorry. Wow, that all just came for me. Yeah, My Dog Skip and My Girl. Really my movies. Any my movie really clearly fucks tiny me up. What year was My Girl? Oh my God. 91, baby. Whoa. The year I was born. Look at that. Yeah, I remember seeing that quite early and it really fucking me up. I don't know what, it got me so hard, yeah, when Macaulay would get attacked by the bees.
Is there something about the glasses? Do I remember that correctly? Is there like...
You're 1,000% right. That's what actually got me. Was when she's like, he needs his glasses. He can't see without his glasses. And it's like when he's in the casket, I don't even know if it holds up or if it's like cheesy, or it would probably still destroy me today.
Maybe that's what you can do this afternoon. You can give it another watch.
Great. Yeah. That's the last thing I need. Oh, the first quotes that I ever remember saying from a film was, if it's money you're looking for, you can forget it. And apparently I was muttering this randomly when I was like really young, like 5 or something, maybe 4 or 5. And my parents were like, what is he saying? And like, what is it from? And then we were watching like Bad News Bears one day, and Tatum O'Neal says it. She's like, look, if it's money you're looking for, you can forget it. So, yeah, and apparently I just scooped that from that and was randomly just like mimicking it. They thought it was from some like gangster movie or something. Yeah, but that was like the earliest quote I can remember. When did I first realize how popular Teen Wolf was? I think I'm still getting a grip on that. I'm not even kidding. Like, I think it's, I don't even know that it was that big when we first came on. It might have had more of an impact over time. I don't know. It's really, really hard to say. I certainly remember the first time like that I was just like at a coffee shop with my friend, and I was 19, and like a girl asked me for a picture, and we were like, that was crazy. Young kids still come up to me now and are like, and they're young now, and they're watching it. So, and I'm just like, you weren't even born when it came out, or you were born the year that it came out. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I think the staying power has been very wild to see. Yeah.
Amazing. As someone with a Beacon Hills jersey, I can tell you that it was big.
Which jersey?
You're one, of course.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, what do you mean there's multiple? My first day on set for Maze Runner. Hard. And started out just like hitting the ground running. Didn't attend that to be that. But yeah, I remember the exact first scene that was up. It was like me and Chris Sheffield, who plays the character Ben in the film. And it's when he finds me in the woods, and he's got the thing going on, but we don't know that yet. He's been bitten or he's been stung. Oh, Jesus Christ. And he strangles me in the woods, and then I run and get away from him. That was the first scene up, and yeah, it was the top of a really long day. I was the first of 40 on that, and every day was a long day, and it was one of the hardest shoots that I've ever done to this day, and poured everything into. Like at the time, it blows my mind looking back at little tiny 21-year-old me, and like having that energy to do that every day was nuts. And all those guys, it was absolutely crazy. On the first Maze Runner, it was super intimate, and like it didn't feel like a big thing. Like there weren't any executives around or anything like that. It was very much like, our director Wes was younger than I am now. I believe he was like 31 at the time, and we were all in our early 20s. So like, it definitely just felt like this kind of gritty little crew trying to make like a Lord of the Flies kind of contemporary Lord of the Flies thing, and we all kind of really believed in it and thought it was sick, and thought we were sort of quietly making something cool, and we wanted to believe it was like edgier than than the YA thing that became such a kind of, I don't know, lumped together buzzword situation that you to a degree can't avoid. But then as time goes on, I do think it has started to, I don't know, like at least separate itself a little bit, because I do think that film is really well made. My first reaction to reading Twinless, who the hell wrote this? And and does anyone else think this is like as good as I do? And who is this person that I know so well and deeply, like within my bones when I read it? Who's this person that I'm feeling when I read this? I felt so connected to it, but I didn't know who it was at the time. Connectivity, so much curiosity, so much like belief and excitement.
How did you approach playing both twins? You've played two versions of yourself before.
Hey, nicely done. Well, I approached it playing both twins. I mean, there was so much meat on the bone for each of them, and so I had so much to work with, really, and I had such an amazing team with me on the crew, between James and our costume designer, Aaron Orr, and our hair and makeup teams. Like we were all having these conversations about like how to kind of shape them each. I also we separated the shoots, so that made it easier. I did feel like I was one and then the other, which helped a lot. And also there's just so many elements of each of them that I have possessed in myself all in my own one life, you know. So I don't know. I just felt very connected to each of them, and felt like I saw, understood, spoke the language of both of them. The first thing I ever acted in was definitely like a home video, because that's kind of what I used to do, I guess, for fun when I was a kid. And into my early adolescence. But the first one, the earliest one that I can think of is maybe like a music video, like with my cousins, or I think we did like a spoof of like a game show one time called This Love. Like it was with my cousins and like my family besties. We would always like show what we were making to like their parent, like my aunt and uncle who were coming to pick them up, and it was our way of fighting for one more night. We'd always like end the video with like, can we have one more night? Like, and yes, just the classic, like, yeah. The first film or TV show that I saw that made me want to act, I gotta give like anything Jim Carrey a shout. So like, yeah, Liar Liar. I think the contrast of like Liar Liar to then when I saw like The Truman Show, I was like, this person is, I can watch this person do anything. And there was something about that really struck me in terms of acting. And like my mom would really talk to me about acting a lot. Like she's like very passionate about acting. She acted when she was younger and like, you know, went to high school for performing arts. And so she would point things out about acting that I think really kind of generated my engine and interest a lot, like just because it was sort of shown to me very early that it was like, you know, it's a practice, it's a craft. These people are like, you know, there's all of these steps that kind of take place that culminate to this appearing as like real life or to performance, you know what I mean? And I thought that was really cool. And Jim Carrey, I mean, I just like grew up in sort of the height of this guy who, to this day, I just don't know that there was like anyone more courageous. He's just, he's so astounding. And yeah, there was definitely, you know, a lot of Friends influence too when I would like watch with my mom, and that's sort of was kind of like to me at the time, like a masterclass in sort of like comedy and timing and very good for like schooling, you know, because it was well written and they were also great. And so I guess when you're young and you get those things about Friends pointed out, you're like owning your line and like, you know, things like that. I just remember really sticking with me.